Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
My God.
This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. East versus West here in Milwaukee. Bucks up the show for this home crowd.
你怎么开头啊 ？G 开头。
Brent, I know it's a long season, but there's something
有了，有啊，在播啦。
special about NBA opening night.
We do a great job of presenting that too. Every year there's just spectacular stuff going on all day long. So many people are fired up to get to the arena. People coming early, festive. You get your new gear on. You got the new colors, whatever the new shoes are. Everybody's got them on. Let's get fired up and throw it up.
You remember opening day, don't you? Especially as a rookie, I would assume. My goodness.
Of course, the very first opening day sticks with you the most. Mine happened to be with the Los Angeles Clippers when I was drafted by the Denver Nuggets, traded to LA. But I do remember that day, and I still have that jersey, Kevin.
No kidding.
Well, it didn't get played all that much in the first game, but I still have it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Magruder in at the shooting guard. A shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. His three-pointers off the mark. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul. George looking over the floor. Passes it to Beverley. And it's Magruder in the corner. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against Indiana. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Good awareness from EB there. He knows that's his job. Get the ball to the open guys as the point guard.
Beverley against Bledsoe. And Beverley kicks to George. Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Leonard with the steal. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Paul George is aggressive. Look at his eyes right now, focused on scoring, and he sees the open path and gets right there.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo, and the turnover again by Milwaukee. And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we've got a breakdown showing the average three-point attempts versus two-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for the Bucks.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
Beverley, the pass to Zubac. Stolen by Middleton.
And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside.
Middleton's got such a great wingspan. That comes into play on steals just like that one.
Now here's Beverley. Outside, George. Over Bledsoe. And that one's good, George. George has got his second bucket.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
This is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already. If at all possible, make someone else beat you.
One-on-one fast break. Beverley for 3. No good. Shot missing. And Milwaukee the other way now. Bledsoe for 3, drills the three-pointer. Bledsoe's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
George finds Leonard. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Bledsoe dishes to Middleton. 6 to shoot. Fader on the way. That one doesn't go.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. Defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Leonard, no luck.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Lopez, no luck. Clippers trail by 6. Here's George. Pass to Beverly. Back to George. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I don't know, 2 strides, 3 strides. What
啊，
was that?
鸡头八标了。
Covering some ground.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupation.
Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. 5th is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off.
吊球。
One special performance after another all season long.
And the jam by Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe, if you're that athletic on the offensive end, why not on the D?
George against Middleton, and there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his first foul. Well, there's a lot of talk too, Brent, about the age requirement for entering the draft, and Commissioner Silver has said it's a clear change that's probably on the way. What do you think the league should do?
Can you and I talk about a guy that you know quite well, who in 1995 came out as the 5th
17-year-old, I know
in
it.
the NBA draft? Kevin Garnett came into the league and handled himself extremely well. Now, for every one of those stories, we know there were other ones where guys did not make much of their NBA careers.
But then here comes the G League.
The G League, to me, is the huge key.
That's the equalizer,
A lot
isn't
of
it?
these guys have a ripcord now for some of those things that transpired over the course of the last 30 years, where they can have a softer landing point to continue to develop, to continue to mature, and have an opportunity to make something of their NBA career.
Excellent explanation.
你说
And
直
here's
播
Leonard. Following the 3 from Wesley Matthews. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
Bledsoe kicks to Matthews. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers.
哦，可以哦。
Bruder, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside Matthews. Antetokounmpo against George. Is shot by Middleton. Wide open. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. Clippers trail by 7. Zubac kicks to Magruder.
可以哦。
Feeds it to George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
PG played his first 7 seasons in Indiana with the Pacers and guided them to 2 Eastern Conference Finals appearances. And that playoff PG moniker that he came up with, it holds true if you look at the numbers. And when the Pacers were about to rebuild, I think Paul George let them know that he was willing to move on to continue his career somewhere else.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5.
Oh.
Leonard.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
That's a beautiful jam.
真痛。
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
And that was an unleashed chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the pass to Zubac. And it's Beverly atop the key. Back to Zubac, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
For 3, Bledsoe. Lopez inside. Zubac defending. Antetokounmpo, no good. Clippers trail by 4. In the corner, George with it. over Middleton. George finds Leonard. Back to George. And the three off target.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Leonard with the
被
steal.
我打到激烈哦。
George passes to Zubac. Here's Magruder, guarded by Korver.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Back to Beverly. Leonard looking over the floor. Lock at 6. Pass to Zubac. That one rolling around and rims out. Bucks leading by 4. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Shoots over Leonard. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Antetokounmpo against Leonard. On the wing, George. Passes it to Zubac. On the wing, George. Buries it down low. George has got 10 points.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Leonard with the steal. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
Hangs home the trifecta.
He can play very well away from the basket. Lopez has the kind of range that not many 7-footers possess, and it's a great asset for a big man in today's game.
Hangs in the air. It's deflected. And here comes the break. Stolen by George. And George with the
为什么
stop.
不倒？
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
这边看
Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. And another 3 for
还是跟我
Milwaukee.
年纪的关系。
They're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Eric Bledsoe. A very nice season for him last year. Last year averaged 17 points a game. Just over 2 steals and 5 assists. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And I like it when stars do exactly that. It's not just about scoring 50 or 40 or 30. It's about making plays consistently.
And here's Korver from the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. And a great assist by
Oh,
Bledsoe
yeah.
as that one goes in.
篮下在玩 gay 啊。
And it's 6 points for Chris Middleton. 54 seconds left to play here in the first. To the middle. Here's George. Lays it up off the glass.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make.
断联哦。
Pass to Middleton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And it's out of
Don't
bounds.
be
The
bad.
Bucks able to retain
哦，
possession.
断了。
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause
哦，我
turnover.
那边。
Yeah, even though he
You-
doesn't
you
come up
look
with
at-
the steal, that kind of
I think I'll watch
deflection
it
will
one day.
disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Lopez inside. Harrell on him. And Lopez throws it down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
现在
They
看这
did
边是
seem to
29
take the
秒。
cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Harrell. And no good that time. Good D by Lopez. Paul George with the steal. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they could take advantage of that moving forward.
Middleton and Giannis are your small and power forwards. Kyle Korver is out there with George Hill. And it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Lopez with the block. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Middleton can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 10. Here's George. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And that's now 18 points for Paul George. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against Oklahoma City. Hill finds Antetokounmpo. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
The muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the night. Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find, yeah.
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
Leonard against Antetokounmpo. There's Harrell. Leonard kicks to George. Shot clock at 5. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the Clippers get called for the foul.
The improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
Clippers trail by 14. From downtown, they get the rebound. Harrell. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Harrell's got his first points of the night.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Hill passes to Korver. Middleton on the wing. Plays it up and banks it in. Middleton's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's George. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. George has got 20.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Antetokounmpo against Leonard. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Lopez. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 14. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, Montrezl Harrell, seen by many as a throw-in in that Chris Paul trade, has paid huge dividends for the Clippers.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. Fourth, the Clippers.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And with Harrell standing 6'8", he seems undersized, Brent, but his wingspan measured over 7'4".
Well, the wingspan and the effort that he plays with, which is hard to measure but easy to see, makes him very unique at that position. Long arms, very strong, and just runs the floor. I mean, he just takes off down the floor and hard to stop once he gets going.
And it's good for 2. Lopez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Williams dishes to Hero. Lopez with the block. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
To the middle to halt the run. Count that bucket. That's 7 points from Montrezl Harrell.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And it's Hill penetrating and stolen by Harrell. Here's Leonard with the second effort. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for George.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around, as his energy is contagious out there right now.
Here's Hill. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, smart play there. George Hill good at figuring out ways in the paint to score the basketball.
Poked loose, and so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He's coming off an excellent season. Second in steals and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And looking back at his number 2 steal rate, yeah, he did gamble a little bit, you're right. But he also played some hard-nosed on-ball defense, and that was key. From 10 feet out.
I think it's natural to tense up when Giannis is in the area, especially as a shooter.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in. And the Clippers call time here. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team. And a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
Korver, good.
And that's his second in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Williams finds George. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
And this quarter has been
这种
all
话是降
about
360
him.
的，
You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
把它搞回来。对啊，
Leonard against
忘记他
Antetokounmpo.
今天是12点才
Shoots
下班。
over Leonard. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 11.
Well, defenders have to worry about the drive so much that they might be reluctant to close out far enough. Giannis recognized space, drilled it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Wesley Matthews checked in for the Bucks.
6回108比1。
And it's Leonard missing.
His shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the best player in the NBA?
5 years from now, the best player in the NBA will be
Antetokounmpo? I'm going to go.
Wow.
I'm going to go and just say that right now.
You think he'll be the best player in the league?
If he does not get injured, I think he'll be the best player in the NBA. 5 years from now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me another name.
Is Joel Embiid going to be
that
the
as
man
well.
in the league?
I like that if he stays healthy. Of course, you can say that with anybody.
You can say it with anybody, but Joel Embiid might just be that guy.
Special talents. Bucks leading by 17. And Matthews kicks to Korver. Back to Matthews. To the inside. And there's Ilyasova on the assist by Matthews. Ilyasova's got his first basket of the night. Harrell, the pass to Leonard. Looking to get it going, and he sinks the layup.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, you can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him, and he capitalizes that time.
The kick out to Ilyasova. Sinks the three-pointer. Ilyasova's got 5 points now in the quarter.
In this day and age, big men shoot more and more three-pointers, and he's fully capable of a triple.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To the left side wing. From outside the arc, and another three for Milwaukee.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. But he gets it back. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Leonard's got 10 points.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Ilyasova against Leonard. Right block shot. Ilyasova again. 10 points for him.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
A three from Leonard. Hits it from three-point range.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Knocks it loose. Hill dishes to Matthews. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It's back to Hill. A three ball. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Robin Lopez. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Zubats is checked in. Beverly finds Zubats. Inside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 4 assists in the game. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for Milwaukee. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Harkless is checked in for Paul George. Here's Bledsoe. The pass to Connaughton. Just 5 to shoot. Ilyasova can't hit. Clippers trail by 14. Williams with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Harkless. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Harkless has got his first basket of the night.
Great positioning on the glass, jumping all over that miss and sticking it back in.
And the Bucks miss again.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested three is not your objective.
我现在才看到出界。
For the Clippers, Jermichael Green comes in for Leonard. And Rodney McGruder's subbed in for Williams. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Magruder. Bledsoe against Green. There's the triple. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, showing a willingness there to work it around to his guys. Eric Bledsoe wants to improve in this new offense as a passer.
Over in the corner, Harkless. Poked away. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harkless has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Ooh, excellent work getting that close to the basket. Got to be happy getting those type of shots.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
And the Bucks with possession here. Here's Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton has been on display for the... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Jones, a nice show being put on tonight by Chris Middleton. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and also 3 steals. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially.
And that'll...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Magruder in at the shooting guard position.
He has got a lot of confidence in his game. You have to if you think you can knock one down from there.
Yeah, and let's not get on him too much, but that shot is also a little irresponsible.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Looking now at the numbers for Middleton. He had a strong showing last season. He put up about 20 points a game, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
And he makes that one. Zubac has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly grew up in the west side of Chicago. He said it was a pretty rough high school to go to, Brent.
John Marshall Metropolitan, and he was the head of a 1-2-2 full court press where he just racked up a bunch of steals. Can you imagine just not getting the ball ever over half court? That's because Patrick Beverly was up there playing defense.
Here's Bledsoe. No good off the back of the rim. Clippers trail by 11. To the right side. Magruder passes to Leonard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
Fades and shoots. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
George against Middleton, and he jams it with authority.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. From deep, and Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Lopez. Lopez has got 3 assists tonight.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
Here's Leonard, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Leonard attacking. Here's Magruder. Sinks the triple. Magruder's got 7.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Antetokounmpo up top. He's covered by Leonard. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
He's just so efficient, getting his points within the flow of the offense. Great recipe for success.
Los Angeles calls timeout. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
And he continues to burn them with his scoring. The coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Clippers trail by 13. Nobody near Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. He's got 16.
Kawhi Leonard has worked so hard on his shooting to become more consistent, specifically the three-point shot.
And the shot goes in.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Here's Magruder. Good D by Lopez.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there. He's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
Antetokounmpo against Leonard. Beverly finds Leonard. On the clock. Back to Beverly. Here's Zubac. And it's sent back by Lopez. Middleton on the wing. Paul George with the steal. Beverly against Bledsoe. The 3 from George. Connects from three-point range. George has got 30 points. Middleton against Leonard. The kick out to Lopez. And here's Matthews for the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Magruder. He's covered by Matthews. The lead now cut to single digits. Magruder's got 9.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And the Bucks miss again. Clippers trail by 9. And Beverly kicks to George. Yes, that goes in.
You know, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
The Clippers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Bledsoe against Beverly. 8 feet away. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 7th assist here tonight. Leonard on the wing. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Second shot opportunity, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his 1st foul. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Bucks. Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Beverly, the pass to Magruder. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks leading by 8. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
And George with the stuff.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Timeout called, the Bucks.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchup.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
And we'll get a look here at where the shots have been coming from for him.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Corver kicks to Bledsoe. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Back to George. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, I think you got to be cautious when you guard Paul George. He's not afraid of the contact, and that time welcomed it.
And George drops them both.
He talks so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
Leonard with the steal, and they're on the break. And George kicks to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
So money on the catch and shoot. I don't know what the defense is doing there, giving Kawhi that shot.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Down low. Here's Harrell outside for George for the lead. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Williams with the steal. On the wing, Williams. Here's the 3. That one misses. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. Over Leonard. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Lopez. And again, unable to change momentum here. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. It's a 1-point game. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Timeout called the Bucks.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And the Bucks making a change here. Ilyasova checked in. Here's Antetokounmpo off the left rim and out. And Los Angeles guys shooting it quite well in this 3rd quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Brent Montrezl Harrell out of Louisville came into the league as an energy player, but he can score as we're seeing in bunches.
Well, I think with starters minutes, he might give you a few 20-point nights, but mostly his impact has been huge with energy and effort coming off the bench, in constant motion around the rim, and a great finisher as well.
Back to Williams from the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. And here's Bledsoe. 5 points in the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. That one goes in.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Bucks trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Bledsoe dishes to Ilyasova. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Ilyasova's got 12 in the game.
That's unselfish play there. Bledsoe doing a great job of splitting the D with his passing on that pick and roll.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Williams looking over the floor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
Harkless is checked in for Paul George. Bledsoe against Williams. Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo.
进去了。
1:57 left to play in the third. 6 to shoot, and that one good. Antetokounmpo's got 30.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
Here's Harrell. But they get it back. And that one is good. 21 points for Kawhi Leonard.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Leonard against Antetokounmpo. Back to Bledsoe. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Oh, he's more than capable of plays like that, Kevin. The throwdown.
Here's Leonard. And the shot is good. Leonard's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
Bledsoe passes to Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. To the inside. Ilyasova. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Hill, he's checked in for Kyle Korver.
我
Clippers leading by 3. Williams finds Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Just remarkable what he's able to do. Leonard, with a guy draped all over him, still able to convert.
Bledsoe against Williams. Middleton outside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Shoots over Leonard. And the shot is long.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
Launches a 3.
大哥录进
Good.
去。
Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. The Clippers on top as they wrap up the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Ilyasova out there with Antetokounmpo.
还有9分
Then
钟
it's
哎。
George Hill. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here is Williams. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Magruder's checked in. The kick out to Williams. No good with the triple.
He has to be frustrated out there right now. His teammates are really picking up the slack for a lackluster offensive night.
Clippers on defense. Ilyasova down low. Zubac's defending. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. They're leading by 8. He kicks to Green. Down low. Here's Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Williams, that's good.
Well, you got to honor Lou Williams' shot from deep, especially if he's got other things going offensively. Has a great feel for when to pull the trigger.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Connects on the open J. Antetokounmpo's got 32 points in the game.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Magruder kicks to Green. Pass to Williams. Here's Harkless. He's guarded by Hill. They get a hand on it. And it's the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Thursday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Sunday, they'll head back home to take on the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that matchup against the Nets, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
There's something about Beverly. He seems to be one of the point guards who enjoys the physical contact out there, always looking for something.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks, and he can't hit the second. Bucks trail by 8, and it's the Bucks on the break. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
There's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose, and I love the energy on this play.
It's good. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly is not going to back down from anybody. Even inside, he feels comfortable shooting under that kind of pressure.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game has broken out. Either side willing or able to stop the other.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
And Beverly kicks to Harkless. Off target from three-point range. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Over Green. And that one comes up a bit short.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Hill. Antetokounmpo against Green. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 8. Magruder passes to Green. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. The Bucks shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. It's Hill on the wing, defended by Beverly. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Beverly with the ball. He's picked up by Hill, and Beverly kicks to Harkless to the middle. Pass to Beverly. Lock at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. To the paint, here's Zubac. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Hill kicks to Antetokounmpo. It's back to Hill. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Well, the jump shot continues to be a weapon that George Hill relies on
What?
to damage defenses.
George is checked in for Los Angeles. Beverly dishes to Green. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Bucks trail by 8. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Antetokounmpo's got 42 in the game. Beverly finds Zubats. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
That's just smart basketball. Ideally, you love for all of your shots to come from that spot.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Man, defensively so tough to make a decision. What do you want to stop? You come off the pick, Giannis can pass, he can finish. It can really cause you to hesitate.
Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 44.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Right side Hill. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Misses the three.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
He gets that one. Zubats has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Antetokounmpo, those long strides and then fearless in his attack.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. He's feeling it. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. And Hill has it in the corner. They get it again. Los Angeles leading by 8. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Hill. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. Stolen by Beverly. Left side, George. Here's Green. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
And the Bucks with some changes. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. George double teamed, and the wide open shot from Green. And again, no good by the Clippers. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Misses the baby hook. LA's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Green kicks to George. Stolen by Middleton. George passes to Beverly. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Bucks trail by 9. For 3, Middleton. Great tee that time from Green. Back to George. Over Middleton. Releases from the wing and drills it. George has got 46 points.
He's hit the proverbial switch, effortlessly finding different ways to score.
Bledsoe dishes to Antetokounmpo. The inside shot. And the rejection by Zubats. Magruder kicks to Zubats. Here's Green.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
The Bucks making a change here. Porter's checked in. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Williams comes in for Rodney Magruder. The Bucks making a switch here. Ilyasova's checked in. And Bledsoe, here we go.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Lock at 6. Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubats. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Zubats has got 20.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Salah, lebar. Ya.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Bucks trail by 15. Here's Bledsoe. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
How about the interior game? Eric Bledsoe, with that size and that width as a point guard, scoring inside.
It's stolen by Korver. Shoots the 3. No good from Bledsoe.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And it's Beverly missing.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Now Middleton. To the paint, down to 5 on the shot clock, and the shot is good.
Well, Ilyasova knows exactly when to release on that roll. After he sets the pick, some good timing there.
Leonard on the wing. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Up top, Bledsoe, defended by Beverly. Bledsoe against Beverly. Now here's Ilyasova. He's covered closely. Kicks to Lopez. Shoots over Zubac. It's hauled in by Beverly. Clippers leading by 13. On the wing, George. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. George has got 48.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
Yeah, this has got to be one of the most rewarding wins they'll have this season. They could have easily gone quietly, but they fought back so hard.
They really did. And I think it shows a little bit of the character of this group, and that's a testament to them. When things seem to be their most difficult, they have a way of rallying around one another and looking to be at their best.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And it looks like they're going to spare themselves the embarrassment of being swept in the season series by winning this last one.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for George.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. There's 39 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And stolen by Ilyasova. One-on-one fast break. And it's Connaughton missing. Ball's knocked loose. Hill passes to Connaughton. Shoots inside. The Clippers grab the miss. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Here's Harrell. That shot missing.
You combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover on the board.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Paul. I know it's a team game, but it looked like you really wanted to put your fingerprints on this game tonight. What's the mindset there?
I did. I wanted to start.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.